There we are. Take my coat off just to show you I'm in business, girls. Roll sleeves up. Now then, anybody here got any experience of gardening at all?
I used to watch my nan, if that...
Used to watch? That's a start.
Yeah. My mum does the lawn mowing and I have to move the cable around.
Your mum does the lawn mowing? My God, I wish I could get mine onto that. An example. But do you like gardens? Potted plants?
Yeah. I like to look at a nice garden.
Ones that I don't have to touch.
Ones you don't... Well, I'll get you... Love you. Hold your hands up, girls. It shows you...
You haven't got gloves
We've got lovely pink
Oh, I'm a big hard
ones.
man. Pink secateurs. I love the gold boots, which you can't see. You'll see those in a minute. Well, these are rose bushes, bush roses, and it's rose pruning time. Now, people look at a bush like this, they find two things. One, they find it doesn't look like the one in the book that they're showing you how to prune, because all bushes are different. Right. But they just panic. Now, what would you do that with, girls, if you had to take your secateurs to it and prune it? Do you know what you'd do?
No.
It's dead common sense. You look at the bush, first of all, and you look for anything that is definitely not going to grow. Right. Dead growth. Anything that's dead. Well, that's a leaf. You don't worry too much about the leaves. It really is from the beginning, isn't it, this course?
How do you know if it's not going to grow?
It's brown and it's shriveled. Go right down here, like that. You can see a little bit like that,
so
yeah.
how do I
well, what you do with that, you see, I've got one here. Look at this. Watch what I'm doing. Pay attention, girls. You cut that right off. Just like that. So anything down there that's brown and dead, go for that first.
I've got one here, look.
Yeah, well, go on.
Just like your one.
Yeah, that's it. Get
What
it right.
if it's really thick?
If it's really thick, then use a lot of your little strength. They are thorny roses.
Oh, it's really spiky.
Now, when you've done that, next thing to do is anything thin and spindly, girls. You're still on that one. Get on the thin and spindly, and I'll do that one. Right? Just like that. Thin and spindly. No, that bit's dead there. Thin and spindly. All thin and spindly's out, and then...
Really long and
I had no idea it would take quite so long. So it's dead, thin and spindly, and then anything crossing the centre. You want an open-middled bush, right? Okay. So you're looking for a goblet shape. So when you've got the dead, diseased, spindly, central crossing... Yes.
That's a goner.
How brave of you. And then, girls, it's the biggie. Look for an outward-pointing bud when you've got this circle of branches, and cut to an outward-facing bud. Down to about 9 inches to a foot. I'm looking for one down there.
Have I got any goblins?
Just cut it back by about half now. Go on, get in. Come on. Outward-facing buds so that it's growing up. It's still... I didn't realise I'd have to do it all myself.
I'm very confused. Are we chopping all the leaves?
Yeah, about halfway down. OK, excuse me. Right. There you are, that's a pruned hybrid. Look at them, marvellous. Good. Give them around. Well done. Yeah, go on, go for it. That's it. That's what they need to look like.
Is this good?
Over to the geraniums. That's what you're doing with your roses outside, your bush roses, your hybrids and your floribundas. No, leave those. Come over here, it's gentle stuff now. Right, 3 one side, 2 the other.
I don't like it that they're not all the same length.
They're perfectly pruned. That's what your bush roses should look like.
And then it will grow nicely.
Yep, it'll come up like that little flower shit. Now then, these are geranium seeds. Geraniums, to have them in flower early... Oh, it's nice and close here. Lounge in my potting shed. And behave, Alan. Geranium seeds, you can buy them in packets like this, about 10 seeds. They come like this. Get them out of this packet, girls. Tip them into the palm of your hand. You don't want your gloves on for this, though. Tip them into the palm of your hand. Have I pinched yours?
Yeah.
There you are, I've mine. There you no. Now, look at these. You'll see there's a good dozen seeds in here. And if you space-sow these on the surface of your compost, just space them out like that, like a pinch of salt. No, don't tip them from the packet. Watch what your Uncle Alan's doing. Space them out on the surface of the compost, like that.
I've got no seeds.
You've got no seeds? I think I've got...
Well... I've not got half a dozen seeds in here,
Sow them in there, space them out. Put a bit of compost in a pot, I'm giving it.
I have 2.
With those in the bottom. Make this... Well, that's 2. You know, a few of mine. Anyway, I've got more.
Thank you.
Then, with this compost in the pot, treat it like a sieve. Cheap sieve is a pot with compost in it, and until they disappear, but no longer. Right, you've got an easy time there.
I know.
Once they've disappeared, stick your label in. These are going to cost you about 25p a plant. But if you only want 12 plants, that's cheaper. What you can do now is put them somewhere really warm, in the airing cupboard with a bit of polythene bag over. Now, important in January. Or you can pop them in there, you see. This little propagator that you plug in.
When do you stop shaking this?
When you've disappeared, they're about 9 feet under now. They won't come up because they're too deep. Put a label in them. Airing cupboard. Watch them daily. They'll come up in several days, not long at all, in about a week. They'll be up. As soon as they are, you can let them grow into little plants and you prick them out like that, you see.
Oh, I've done these ones in the garden.
You've done those. Well, these are plug plants, you see, guys. If you want about 42, if you need more of them, You can buy them like this. These will cost you about 15 pence each. Look, aren't they sweet?
Oh, so what do you do with that?
What you do with those is you push them into that, or I've got a pot here.
Can we do
You see, you put them individually with your finger, little tiny. Of course you can.
So it looks like it's grown.
Well, it is. Pop that.
But you could buy it and then say to, like, your mum, you've grown it.
A little learning is such a dangerous thing, isn't it? Really? But you see, this is a cheaper way of doing it. These are going to cost you about 15 pence a plant.
I love this.
Compared with 25 from seed. So it really, you can start this a little bit later. February, mini-me.
Oh, no, look.
And they'll grow in about a couple of months to that size. And then by summer, they'll be flowering and they'll look like those in that hanging basket that we've all found.
Oh, my
So
mum
you'll be
makes
doing
hanging
geraniums,
baskets.
does she?
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, she's good at
This is
that.
definitely the most glamorous gardening item I've ever done. And if you want instant colour, girls, because I know what you like with instant colour, in your garden, come round here, come and cluster around me cyclamen. If you knew how long I've been wanting to say that to a girl. Right. These are hardy cyclamen. This is cyclamen coum, right? Comes from Spain, Iran, mountainous regions, colder, so it's really tough. Lovely marbled leaves, if you look at these. Look, see they're pretty?
Yeah.
These flowers, these can go in your garden like this. Tough as old boots, frost won't touch them. You can put them under shrubs in your garden, under trees, if you work a bit of leaf mould into the ground, and then mulch it with a bit of chip bark, and they'll seed into the bark, and they'll grow bigger every year. And a plant like that, how much do you think you pay for that?
About
Say
150.
Get real, girl. How much is your
40p.
single? 40p, £2.99 for that.
Oh,
Come on, look, this is beauty.
so I thought 15p.
Yeah, you're going for the cheap geraniums, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, my little apprentices, Una, Frankie, Vanessa, Molly and Rochelle, the Saturdays. Coming up.